Kau pun balik juga.
Baliklah, dah mak cakap korang semua balik, aku balik lah. Ke kau takut nama kau tak ada dalam wasiat mak? Betul lah. Selama ni kita je yang rajin balik kampung. Dia balik kampung. Ada dia ambil berat pasal mak? Mana ada? Dia tunggu mak mati baru dia ingat jalan nak balik. Sekalipun kalau aku balik dekat sini sebab harta, apa masalah kau Engkau tu menantu je tau, tak ada kaitan pun dengan harta pusaka kat rumah ni. Engkau feeling, kau ingat kau boleh dapat?
Sudahlah. Boleh diam tak?
Sekejap, you belum habis lagi. Oh, kau ingat aku ni hadap sangat tanah sekangga ke mak kau tu. Engkau ingat keturunan aku tak ada harta? Aku ni miskin, apa kedana? Tengok pakaian kau sendirilah. Apa?
Sudahlah.
Sekurang-kurangnya aku balik kampung, aku tahu ya, tutup aurat kau ada.
Ini.
Lah, kalau kau tutup aurat, kau tutup mulut kau macam puaka tu. Mulut kau, mulut kau.
Takkanlah kita nak bergaduh depan rumah mak ni.
Jaga tu bini abang tu mulut.
Sengaja nak bagi mak dengar ke apa ni?
Naiklah. Naik. Mak. Mak, sorry mak. Orang balik seorang je mak. Maklumlah laki orang kan ada dapat pangkat datuk. Jadi sibuk meeting sana sini mak.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fakrul Kumabi Syamsul and my matrix number is 298557. Based on the video that I shown at the beginning, which is about inherited property, our group will present about this topic. So, I will start with introduction about inherited property. Inherited property refer to the asset left behind by someone who has passed away. This asset can be inherited by family members or other beneficiaries. They include both tangible items such as house and land and intangible assets like money and investment. The distribution of inherited property is usually governed by laws, a will or an agreement within the family. It ensures that the deceased wealth is passed on the rightful recipients. Inherited property can be divided into two main types, which is movable property and immovable property. Movable property refer to the asset that can be easily moved or transferred, such as cash and jewelry. On the other hand, immovable property includes assets that are permanently attached to a location, such as land and house. Next is about a will. A will or wasiat is a written document that a person creates to specify how their property and asset should be distributed after their death. Having a will is important for several reasons. First, it serves as a clear guide outlining how the deceased belongings should be divided among their heirs. Without a will, the distribution process may become unclear or cause confusion. Second, a will helps prevent dispute or conflict among family members. By clearly stating the deceased wishes, it reduces the chances of disagreement about the inheritance. Lastly, a will ensures that the deceased wishes are followed in the distribution of their estate. It provides clarify and direction for their heirs, making the process smoother and less complicated. Having a will in place is crucial as it can help prevent future problems and ensure a peaceful transfer of assets after someone passes away. For the last point is about the importance of understanding inherited property. Understanding inherited property or harta pusaka is important for several reasons. First, it helps to avoid family conflicts. Without clear understanding and proper distribution, disagreement can arise among family members about who get what, leading to unnecessary dispute. Second, it ensures that rightful heirs receive their proper share of their inheritance. When the distribution is clear, everyone knows their entitlement and this prevents any confusion or injustice in the process. Finally, understanding inherited property is crucial to comply with relevant law or religious law. Different jurisdiction and belief system has specific rules about inheritance, and following this ensure that the division of property is done fairly and legally. As a conclusion, understanding the importance of inherited property not only helps in maintaining peace within the family, but also ensure that the process is just and legally sound.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ismail Rizahan bin Ismail and my metric number is 299726. Next, I want to talk about inheritance property. In the context of Islamic society, the distribution of inheritance is done based on the faraid law, which is stipulated in the Quran and the Sunnah. However, there are also other methods to distribution inheritance property, such as hibah, will, or family agreement that can influence the distribution. In addition, inheritance property also can division by according to civil law, usually for non-Muslim. First, I will explain distribution inheritance according to faraid. First, I will give a meaning what is faraid. In Islam, faraid is a system of inheritance distribution that has been determined by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala based on the Quran and Hadith. How the faraid works. This is an example how the faraid works. If a man dies and he's leaving a wife, son, and a daughter, the division of his property according to faraid is his wife get 1/8, and his son get 2 parts, and his daughter get 1 part. To easy for understanding it, I will give an example calculation. If the property, the owner's is 100,000 ringgit, wife can get 12,500 ringgit, son can get 58,330 ringgit, and the daughter can get 29,167 ringgit. Next, I want to talk about distribution inheritance by wasiat or will. In Islam, a will or wasiat is a way to give property after death, but it has certain rule. A will can only give up to 1/3 of the total property. The other 2/3 must follow the Islamic inheritance law, which is faraid. A will cannot be given to family members who already get a share from faraid, like children, wife, or parent. However, a will can be made for other people, including non-Muslim, as long as it does not exceed 1/3. If a family members agree, more than 1/3 can be given to a specific person. Next, distribution inheritance also can be done according to civil law. Inheritance according to civil law is the division of inheritance based on government regulation, not religious principle. For non-Muslim, the estate is distribution under the Distribution Act 1958. If a person die by will, property will be distributed according to his will. In the absence of a will, property is divided according to the rule of automatic inheritance, or we can call it instated succession. Next, distribution inheritance according civil law usually prioritize spouses, children, parents, and siblings. Distribution inheritance by hibah. Inheritance also can division through hibah. To understand what is hibah, I will give the definition of hibah. Hibah is a voluntary gift of property while the owner is still alive. In Islam, hibah is not subject to faraid law and can given to anyone. Hibah help to avoid conflict after death. Hibah also usually happen during the donor lifetime, and hibah is given out of free will and without consent.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Harith bin Azman. My ticket number is 298533. Today, I will be sharing about the economic impact of inheritance distribution. So, it is divided into three categories. First, family, second, society, and the country. Let me share the impact one by one. First one is economic impact of inheritance distribution to the family. So, we must to focus the family only. Alright. First, improvement of family welfare or harmonious family. So, the distribution of inheritance can improve the finance situation of the family members who inherit, especially in a family with limited finance means. It is also can create opportunities to meet basic needs, education, and also other necessities for the heir. So, we move to the next categories. It means the society, economic impact of inheritance distribution. First one is formatting of economic balance. It means through fair distribution of inheritance, society can witness a reduction in the income gap between individual or families. It means the contributing to economic balance. Second, increase in economic activities. It means inheritance asset, which is the land, which is as a land or business can be utilized by here to develop economic activities, and also can create jobs or driving local economic growth. For last part is economic impact of inheritance distribution to the country. So for this part is resolution of social conflict. So with a fair and clear inheritance distribution system, it means as determined by the law, the country can reduce social tension and conflict that may arise within a society.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fikri bin Muhammad Sulaiman, Nometrix 299449. So today I will talk about the challenge in the division of inheritance. So firstly, lack of knowledge about the law and faraid system. The division of inheritance is an important issue in society, especially for Muslim, because it involves the principle of justice as stipulated in the Al-Quran and Hadith. However, the lack of knowledge about the law and the faraid system is often the main challenge in ensuring that the inheritance can be divided fairly and orderly. The defense does not only involve religion aspect, but also civic law procedure related to the management of inheritance. The faraid system is the method of dividing inheritance that have been determined by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. It works to ensure that the right of the each are taken care of based on their family relationship and need. However, many in the community do not understand the basic principle of this system. For example, many do not know the son receives two share compared to daughter, or the husband or wife are only entitled to a certain portion of the inheritance. This lack of understanding often causes disagreement and dissatisfaction among family members. In addition, misinterpretation of faraid is also a problem. Some people consider this system inflexible or not suitable for modern conditions. For example, there are a view that faraid does not give priority to need, such as small children or infirm family member. However, the faraid system can be perfect through the use of will or grant during life. The lack of information causes many people to choose to divide poverty without referring the Sharia principle. So the number 2 is The complicated and the time-consuming legal process is often a major challenge in the implementation of division. This situation not only cause delay but also contribute to conflict between family members as well as waste of time and cost. The process of dividing the inheritance in Malaysia involves civil and Sharia law. Depending on the type of property and status of the deceased, each category of property, whether immovable property or movable property, has specific procedure. For example, if a deceased left a will, the property will be managed according to which of will. However, if there is no will, the division will follow Fara'id law for Muslim or small civic inheritance law for non-Muslim. Each case requires certain documents such as death certificate, Fara'id certificate for Muslim, power of attorney to administer or grant. Each of these documents must be obtained through various institutions such as Syariah Court, High Court or Amanah Raya. So, the process of dividing the inheritance often take a long time, especially when the documents are incomplete or when there are disputes between the here. In Malaysia, there are many cases of inheritance that cannot be resolved for years and some even extend to several generations. So, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone, and thank you for being here. My name is Afnan Hafiz bin Mastin, metric number 298013. Today, I will present some solution to address the challenge in the division of inheritance, particularly focusing on education, procedural, streamlining, and early estate planning. The first solution is education and awareness campaign. We propose organizing workshops, seminars, and webinars to educate the community about Fara'id principle. This event can provide a platform to clarify debts and highlight the importance of following Sharia principle in inheritance. Additionally, distributing pamphlets, infographic, and online resources will make information accessible to a wider audience. These materials should explain Fara'id in simple terms to ensure everyone can understand regardless of their background. Next, we need to incorporate Fara'id in education by including basic Fara'id concept in Islamic studies curricula at school and college. We can ensure that students learn about inheritance laws from a young age. This foundational knowledge will prepare future generations to handle inheritance matters in compliance with Sharia principle and reduce disputes or misunderstanding. The third solution involves streamlining the inheritance division process. We recommend creating a unified system that integrates civil and Sharia codes. This will avoid overlapping process, reduce delays, and enhance coordination between these two legal systems. Additionally, standardizing documentation requirements and providing checklists for years can simplify the process, ensuring they know exactly what is needed for a smooth case resolution. Finally, we must encourage early estate planning. Promoting the writing of wills or wasiyah can help ensure clear instructions are left behind for asset distribution. This step not only prevent disputes but also align with Islamic teaching. Furthermore, introducing pre-inheritance planning service at Islamic banks or institutions can provide professional assistance to individuals and families in organizing their assets according to Sharia principle.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Imadini Spiritual Zaman. My metric number 299460. My part is conclusion. The distribution of interest is not merely a process of dividing wealth. It reflects the value of justice, love, and responsibility within a family. With efficient systems such as Fara'at, Wise, and Hibah, the distribution of inheritance can ensure that every heir receives their share fairly and harmoniously. Next, in the context of economy, effective management of inheritance has the potential to act as a catalyst for the development of families and communities. When assets are utilized wisely, they not only provide stability to the heirs but also contribute to the economic growth of the nation. Therefore, it is crucial for all parties, from individuals to the government, to play their respective roles in planning and implementing inheritance distribution systematically. Only through this approach can be built a more prosperous, fair, and progressive society. Let us collectively make the distribution of inheritance a foundation of family harmony and shared prosperity.